What up, though? I'm Tarot King, the Prophet, back with another Crown King Tarot presentation. About to do a forecast for Leo in this month of May. May is when I'm doing it, just the ass in the May, though. You know what I'm saying? So May is when I'm doing it, but hopefully that when this reading finds you, it's the time for you to find this reading, even if it's May 2023 or some shit next year or whatever. It don't matter. Hopefully this reading is for you. I started all my readings out with a fortune cookie for my roses. 2 fortune cookies. These are the fortune cookies. You guys are the roses. This first one is going to come from the Damon Tarot deck. Just a little something, just like, you know what I'm saying, when you go to the buffet or whatever, you go to a little Asian restaurant or whatever, you know what I'm saying, they got a little fortune cookie to go with your meal, you know, after the meal is over with, you know what I'm saying, to go with your bill, alright? That's all this is a fortune cookie. And you got Habarim. Habarim. It's going to be backwards on your screen because that's how the camera works. Alright, so let's see what Habarim has to say for Libra. Let's get to it. Habarim. 7 and 5 is the numbers on this Libra. And the divination behind it is beware of sharp wit. Beware of sharp wit and cunning becoming a destructive force if not tempered with consideration. Beware of sharp wit and cunning becoming a destructive force if not tempered with consideration, Libra. Beware of sharp wit and cunning becoming a destructive force if not tempered with consideration. Be too smart for your own good, basically. You know what I'm saying? You know, for me, I have something to say or whatever. The second one comes out of this Moonology Oracle deck. 7-5 is the first numbers that you got. 7-5, 7-5, 7-5. Alright, so what else we got? Hold your vision, fixed moon. Hold your vision, fixed moon. Seven, 5, then you have 0, 1, 6. 7, 5, 0, 1, 6. All right, Libra. Hold your vision, fixed moon. There are 2 main possibilities with this card. The first is that you need to stand firm in whatever situation you're in. The second, very different interpretation is that something is stuck that could well be referring to this situation you're asking about. If that's the case, have a think about what you can do to grease the wheels so that events move forward. Are you being stubborn? If so, that's great, because if you really want things to change, there's a solution. Stop digging your heels in. Be the one to break a deadlock. With 2 interpretations for this card, it's up to you to decide what's going on and which meaning applies to you. This offers up a chance for some self-reflection. The attuned to the moon, Libra, is yes, just say the word a lot and see how it feels. Yes, just say the word a lot and see how it feels. The teaching behind this card is, in astrology, there are 3 quadruplicities: cardinal, fixed, and mutable. The fixed signs are Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. The fixed signs can be stubborn, so anything that's just starting as you draw this card may well last longer. Remember, we each have all the star signs in our chart. It's just the way the astrological wheel works. So there's no judgment when we say that while it's admirable how much staying power the fixed signs have, they can also be obstinate. Excuse me. Hold your vision, Libra, in this reading. All right, so if you know, then you know. I use the Wild World Tarot deck, and I have a little deck and a big deck. I use the big deck to lay out the main general energy of the reading. I fell face down, so we ain't even tripping. To lay out the main general energy of the reading, and then I use the little deck. Oh, I'm sorry. The main general energy of the reading, and also the main general energy from the past, present, and the future. Then I use the little deck and go with 3 cards on each, the past, present, and future, for clarification. And then I come back around with 1 more card for the little deck and get a summary for the past, present, and the future. And then I come back around to the big deck and I give a final message for the universe. All right, and then that's the end of your reading. I'll go back through and read the fortune cookies, and that's that. All right. So So without further ado, let's get this party started with 5 minutes on the clock. We have the Knight of Arrows in reverse. This hawk looking right side up. Okay, this hawk's not paying any attention to anything that's around him. He has a little desire. You can see all that orange on him, you know, and it's fulfillment and all that shit around him, all that green, and it's a little water down there, a little creek, a little intuition, you know what I'm saying, going on. But there's even a little something going on in the wind, all that smoke and everything that's in the background, you know. But this hawk is not paying any attention to it. It's not hunting. It's a hawk. Hawk hunts, goes after what it wants. It was the light hitting me fine. What's that? A little ash. I probably am too because I wash my hands. I ain't put no lotion on. And, man. Anyway, this is in reverse. So this hawk is actually active. This hawk is actually out there hunting. You know, going after what it is that it wants, what it is that it needs. You know, hunting little small animals, little rodents, bunny rabbits, and shit like that, hares and mice, and you know, little things that are alive. You know, this hawk is going after life. Going after things that are alive, okay? And that's you that's out there, Libra, out there hunting, being that hawk like you need to be, right? Right. So, let's go ahead and lay out the energies up for the past, the present, and the future. Sure hate it on this past card. You got the 10 of Vessels right here in reverse. This is the card of happiness. So, you know, obviously, that's the opposite of it. It's something in this past, Libra, that you're not happy about. Could be a situation. It could be somebody, something, whatever it is. You know what it is. But it's something that you're not happy about. Your cups are not overflowing. Your cups are empty. You know what I mean? I guess you're just not happy about not having something. Okay? You got that 10, the word 10 in reverse. It's about being incomplete. Okay, what it being in reverse is about an incompletion. Right here in this present, you have this 5 of bows. You know what I mean? This is thinking that the grass is green on the other side. Rocking out with your cock out. Look at him, rocking out with his cock out. You know, but these characters are completely androgynous. Could be a male, could be a female. Whoever it is, they're out there rocking out with their cock out. Lots of instability in this situation. You have this 5 bows. This person is probably at war with something with themselves. You see, he got that club out, and he's out there thinking that the grass is green on the other side. And the fucked up thing about it is, you got one bow. You know what I mean? And if this is a game of bows, see how many bows you can get. The 4 bows is over here on the light grass, but you over here in this dark grass, like fighting, going for war, going to war. You know, right here, in this future, you got the 7 of Arch, and this is about Libra going in the wrong direction, not having any strength, not having any power, and shooting backwards. You know what I mean? And if you lay all these cards together, this is going to be how it look. You know, this is the future, this is the present. You know what I mean? And you still aiming for that situation, aiming for that grass that's green on the other side. You know what I mean? But is the grass really greener on the other side? I don't think so. Probably not. Probably the fuck not. You know, but you out there going for it, you hunting. You know what I'm saying? You out there active. You going for life as that hawk. You know what I'm saying? We're going to come around to the little day, get a little clarification. You know, I think something in this past has got you just like filled up. Like, fuck that. I'm been there. I'm not going back there. Let me go ahead and go to possibly even the old you or taking on some kind of situation, some kind of habit that's not you. You know what I mean? You could be doing something. I'm not saying that's what you're doing, but just for example, it's just like, you know, you on the straight and narrow, the shit ain't working out for you, you know what I'm saying? So you turn to something illegal, like, you know, drug dealing or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Selling something that you ain't supposed to be selling, or doing something that you ain't supposed to be doing to get what it is that you need, because you see that it comes faster and that you can get what you want and what you need out of it a lot faster than doing it the straight and narrow way. You know what I mean? And if that's the case, you most definitely probably really should check yourself in this situation, Libra. All right. Let's go to the past. Bam, bing, boom. We just got 2 of these same cards in the reading about Aries in the past. We got 18, the moon on the water, the Queen of Arrows right here in reverse, and you also have the Ace of Stones in reverse. All right, so remember, we're going off the 10 of Vessels energy, just not being happy, those cups being empty, you know what I'm saying? Just want more. You know, you're just not happy, you're sad, depressed, miserable, mad. You know, one of those emotions, something to that extent, somewhere along those lines. All right, you got this 18, so that's 1 beginning. 8 is something ongoing. Right here, you got a lens right here. It's in reverse. It's upside down. There's a path right here that's leading straight to some bullshit, to some chaos. You see what I'm saying? And I think you are being led to that situation, to that chaos. That's the direction that you're going. And you got this Queen of Arrows, right? Almost really like the exact same concept. It wasn't an Aries reading. It was Gemini reading that I did. So the Queen of Arrows is the swan. You know, that's the off with his head energy. Off with his head charge. You know what I'm saying? But this is in reverse. You know, the swan is chilling in the pond and shit. And then as other birds and shit like that come around, the swan is a big ass bird. You know, spreads his wings, flies at the birds like, fuck out my pond, get out of my shit. But you're inviting other birds and everything into your pond. You know what I mean? And this Ace of Stones right here being in reverse, that's showing no growth, no foundation, no foundation of life. It's like not having anything, but you got all these entities around you. You know what I mean? And they're probably really just draining you. You know, stopping you from having focus on what it is that you need, especially with you being lovely Libra. You know what I mean? It's, you know, you're looking for balance. You're looking for friendships. You know what I mean? You base a lot of things around relationships. You know, and in this situation, this has got you in this past. It has you in a dark place. You know what I mean? And like I said, at some point you just really just fed up with not having what it is that you want, what it is that you need. And you're just like, fuck that. I'm gonna do what I gotta do to go get this shit. It's going down. It's going down. Throwing up your little symbols and shit. It's going down. Crit walking and shit. I'm just playing. You ain't crit walking and shit. Just still. We're gonna go to the present and see what we get here. Alright. Bam. Bing. Bop. Got the King of Vessels, the Queen of Bows, and the Six, the Force Cup, Lovers Major Arcana card. Alright, so starting off with this King of Vessels, this is the bird I have in sight. You see what I'm saying? But if you lay it down, this is a card from the past. This is the which direction that bird is looking. It's the bird that's looking in the past. They have 1 foot in and 1 foot out. You see what I'm saying? Usually they're looking into the future. It's the bird having a sight. So they're definitely looking into the future, but they're doing it based off the past. Okay? 1 foot in, 1 foot out of this situation. You're in dark waters. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, you're in a dark place. You know what I mean? That water kind of dark. It's not blue at all. It's kind of dark. You know, if you look at the water on this card, it's nice and blue. The happiness and the happiness card. But right here, this water is dark. You know what I mean? And you're headed you're in dark waters. And you got your foot halfway in, halfway out, and you're taking this mask off right here with this Queen of Bows right here, and you're very timid about what it is that you have going on, but you're trying to cover up your emotions. You're trying to feel some kind of way about it. I really feel like you're out here doing something that you don't really want to do. You know what I mean? But you're hiding how you feel about it, and you've taken this mask off so people can see. People see what it is that you're doing, that you're not enjoying it very, very much. You know what I'm saying? But you are doing what you feel like you need to do in a situation to get that little extra ends or the little extra relationship, whatever it is. But bam, you had the Six of Lovers. I mean, the Force Lovers card right here. You know what I mean? And this is what you're bonded to. This is a bond. You know, it could be with someone, but I think it really is just a bond for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Your desire, your fulfillment. You know what I mean? I think you are out here getting what it is that you want. You know what I mean? Out here, remember, all this is clarifying that you rocking out with your cock out, thinking the grass is green on the other side, going to war with yourself, going to war with those around you that are keeping you from getting what it is that you want, what it is that you desire. Okay? You're getting what it is that you want, though. You're getting your fulfillment. You're getting what it is that you desire. You know what I mean? That 6 right there being the number of the cube. You're building, starting to see things from all sides. You know, starting to see more things possibly. You know what I mean? Starting to see more. Listen around with that. You're starting to see more. And you're getting what it is that you want, what it is that you need. But what route are you taking to get there? Huh, Libra? Are you being deceiving? Are you being irresponsible? Are you being evil? You're just taking shortcuts? You know what I mean? Taking shortcuts to get where it is that you want to be. Now, going off this energy to Archer, let's see what we got. Let's see what 3 cards we pulled. Let's do 3 wraps. We'll lay these cards out. All right. Bam, bam, boom. It's saying that you're going in the wrong direction. There's no strength and there's no power in the situation. You have the 9 of arrows right here, the 7 of bows, and the 11 card, the woodwork. Okay? It's like you're doing shit wrong, but it's working for you. This is great, but it is what it is. It be like that. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know, motherfuckers be out there in the game doing their thing or whatever, when the shit work out for their ass. You know what I'm saying? But how they going about getting it, you know, it might not be all the way honest or whatever, but shit, they getting it. They getting their shit. What you gonna say? They getting their shit. You have this 9 of arrows right here, this card of dedication. You see what I'm saying? And there's a lot of desire in here, but there's a lot of like sad feelings. I just really don't think you feel good about what it is that you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you're doing, you know, I want to say rethink it or whatever, but you get what it is that you need. You get whatever it is that you want. So how really important it is for you, Libra, to have these things. You know what I'm saying? Are you doing something? Are you leading to this? Is this leading up to happiness? For real, for real. You got to think about it. The things that you're doing, is that leading up to happiness? You see what I'm saying? Somebody in this past showed you a way. You invited them in for them to show you a way. You know what I'm saying? And there's no growth. It's probably very immature thing that you're doing, but you're dedicating to it in this future. In this present, you found a bond. You started getting some of the things that you want, some of the things that you need. You timid, you paranoid about the shit. You know what I'm saying? But you out there doing it, right? And it's out there working for you. And the 7 of bows, here you are putting some desire to the back and taking something out, removing something from your life. And I think that's actually you moving on past this situation, kind of weaning yourself out of this situation, getting away from what it is that you're doing that you really don't like doing. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you just needed a quick little lick or something like that. You want to hit you a quick lick, you know, and got what you needed real quick, and maybe you going out. You see what I'm saying? Because now this person right here is the woodwork. It's the 11 card. Look at all that orange, all that desire you're taking with you. You got blood on the top of your spear, and you just toasting to yourself. You know what I mean? That you made it through. You got your friends with you, the ones that's lost and the ones that's new. You see what I'm saying? And you got something watching over you over here too. You get that number 11. Look up that angel number 11 to see what that means for you, Libra. I think in this future that you realize that there was no strength, there was no power in the situation, that you was going in the wrong direction. And as bad as you didn't want to, you know, with this 9 of arrows right here, this card of dedication, as bad as you didn't want to, you decided to dedicate to yourself. You decided to begin to recognize what was good for you and what wasn't good for you. That the things that you were doing to get to what you wanted, what you needed right now in this present, weren't very positive things. They weren't very healthy things, and they could be things to take away from you, take away from your life, take away from your dignity. You know what I mean? Whatever it is taking something away. You know, and I think you decided to work harder for what it is that you want, what it is that you need, rather than taking shortcuts and take the easy way out. All right? Bravo to you, Libra. Good job. Okay? Let's get a little summary going on. Let's see if we can back up what I just said, possibly, maybe. We're going to go to the past, present, and the future. Past, we had a green woman right here. This is just about creating, about starting something, you know what I mean? About making a decision, making mature decisions. You see what I'm saying? Even though it might have been an immature type situation, you know, it was just about you doing whatever it is that you need to do, because a woman, when she's in need, she's going to do what it is that she needs to do. Now, mind you, these situations are completely androgynous. It's not about a woman or a man, but the representation of it is a woman going to hold it down. She's definitely going to do exactly what it is that she needs to do, when a man tends to have the option to go whichever direction he wants to go. Okay? Coming to the present, you have the wanderer right here. You're going down the road, okay? Story of tarot is about the wanderer, okay? In my deck, it's the wanderer. Another deck is like the fool or whoever the fuck else. All right, but in mine, it's about the wanderer, and the wanderer does not know what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? What they have going on. You know, but yours is in reverse, so it's like, you know, it's not even so much that it's not your first rodeo or some shit like that. It could be, you know what I'm saying, something that you had to revert back to. You know what I mean? But you went out there knowing what it full well what it is that you was doing, you know, and it worked out for you. It worked out for you in this present. It's working for you. You know, you're out there getting what it is that you want, and you're going after all this desire, all this orange. There's lots of orange in this reading, okay? And you know that if you fall walking off this cliff, you know that if you fall, it's gonna hurt. You know what I mean? But you're willing to take that chance. And like I said, you kind of just in that energy of just knowing exactly what it is that you're doing. So you got this, all right? Excuse me. Coming to the future, see all that fire right there, all that desire in the back. This is the card of judgment. There's 20. You know. Oh, and this card was 0. That's the all. Coming to the past, that's 3. That's the divine. Right here, you got 20. You have decisions and choices to make, and it's the all with that 0 guiding you. Okay, you're in this doorway. All this desire back here. This is the Great Bear. This is something that's threatening you getting into this doorway. You got to get through this doorway to get to all this desire right here in the background. Okay. And you're deciding whether or not if you want to take that plunge. You've already taken that plunge in the present, but do you want to continue to take that plunge? You see what I'm saying? Honestly, I don't think you really are. I think you really decided to work for it, to calculate, make plans. Instead of taking a shortcut, I think you're taking the direct route. You know, so I guess you are running towards the doorway, but you're taking the direct route. You're not taking any shortcuts or anything to get to it. You know that you have to go through that cage door, and that's what you're doing. You see what I'm saying? You're going through the cave door. Let's go ahead and get a final message from the universe while you out here hunting with that main general energy as that hawk. You out there going after little bunny rabbits and shit, going after what it is that you want. You know what I mean? To get what it is that you desire. Looking for happiness. The Blastic Oak in reverse. You have this 16, but it's in reverse, and it's the actual numbers. You got this 1 and a 9, the universe being involved in your shit, and they bringing this tree branch. See, this tree branch is stripped off, and this person is falling. I think this all is you. Usually, I think that is the tree is one person and the person is one person. You know what I mean? Is another person, but in this situation, I think this is all you. I think this tree is your foundation, and this is you falling. I think it was a situation where you began to lose yourself. You know what I mean? But in reverse, you know what I mean? It's the tree is back together, and you're back sitting on the branch that you need to be sitting on. I think that's you coming back around to yourself. You know what I mean? I do believe that that's what this final message is from the universe, is just bringing you back to you. Okay? Let's go back to this day material deck. We had Harboring. Beware sharp wit and cunning becoming a destructive force of not tempered with consideration. Makes sense. Knowing too much, you know what I'm saying? Doing too much to get what it is that you want. You see what I'm saying? You got to beware of just knowing too fucking much. You know what I'm saying? And going beyond the scope of what's right. You know, having it tempered with consideration. Beware sharp wit and cunning becoming a destructive force of not tempered with consideration. Like you went out the box a little bit, but you came back around. You know, hold your vision, fixed moon. There are two main possibilities with this card. The first is that you need to stand firm in whatever situation you're in. The second, very different interpretation, is that something is stuck that could well be referring to the situation you're asking about. If that's the case, have a think about what you can do to grease the wheels so that events move forward. Are you being stubborn? Or so that's great, because if you really want things to change, there's a solution. Stop digging your heels in. Be the one to break a deadlock. With two interpretations for this card, it's up to you to decide what's going on and which meaning applies to you. This offers up a chance for some self-reflection. I think you did a little something to grease the wheels to get some shit moving. But that's all you did. You just needed to move, and now you got to where you need to be. Yes, just say the word a lot and see how it feels. I still tuned to the moon. Yes, just say the word a lot and see how it feels. Ooh, excuse me, I had to sneeze. Sorry about that. Love it when the reading comes together, when all the cards go together. That is dope. Awesome. And I'm hoping whatever situation this is that it works out for you, Libra. I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you like the video, like, comment, share, subscribe. I am Tarot King, the Prophet. This has been another Crown King Tarot presentation. Let me slow my ass down. Speaking too fast, trying to beat that clock. It's at 25:33 right now. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm out of here. Love, blessings, light, and peace.